What's good, y'all? Hitting y'all back. We're gonna do a little update video on Milo'S cut dog. We actually just brung it over here because we had the block party last week. We had to have it posted up at the block party. Oh, actually, we have done something to it already. Shit, let me click back to when Mr. Bubbles put the tint on this hoe. Hello, Mr. Bubbles.
Nada, Kira. Como siempre, trabajando, como siempre contigo. Trabajando en Yonques un día antes del perro evento.
¿Verdad?
O a veces el mismo día.
El mismo día.
NRG polarizando el del negro.
The first little mod, probably tint is the worst thing to do. That bitch needs a lot more other things, but, and plus lowriders really shouldn't have tint, but for right now, this hoe's gonna ride tint. 5% tint so you can't see up in my window. Hey, güey, no me ensucias mi pinche interior, güey, eh?
No, no mames.
My fucking suede, motherfucker. Why you, come on, dog. Fucking up the guts, Mr. Bubbles. God damn.
Ahorita me vas a ver, pero para la pinche, la medicina del tétano. La del tétano.
¿Por qué, güey?
Me voy a enfermar aquí con este perro. Y de seguro este güey fue de los que se preocupó por el COVID, güey. No, hombre, no mames, mira. Súbete este pinche carro y vas a ser COVID free.
Alright, so the first mod or whatever upgrade was tint. Usually lowriders don't look the greatest with tint, but you know, this car got a little bit of interior issues. You know what I'm saying? It needs a little bit of work. It's all good. Hey, that tint just made it look a whole lot better for the time being. Once he gets all that together, you know, I'm sure he's gonna take the tint off. But it looks good to me. There's a lot of little things that have to be done to this car. A lot of the big things have to be done to this car. I actually, before he comes picks it up, I'm just gonna do a few things for him, which is, if y'all see that wheel kind of slanted, that bottom ball joint's about to fall off. So I'm gonna just change the ball joint for him. And I'm also, he got a whole bunch of trim in the trunk. I'm gonna see what I can put back, and that way he'll know what's missing and what's not missing. You know? Look through all the trim, and then also, oh, put his steering wheel on. As a matter of fact, I already went to go order the ball joint. They don't have it yet. It should be coming later, most likely tomorrow. But we're not gonna mess with that ball joint today, but let's go ahead and change this steering wheel out for him. All right, we showed it to y'all whenever we put the rims on. A little Oldsmobile horn button, little wood grain action. Oh yeah. Then we got a new adapter, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can use this same adapter. I'm not sure. Well, shit, let's see right now. Man, this thing should just pop off, I think. Ooh. There it goes. All right. There's a wire missing. Yep. It's for the horn to work. There's something missing right here. I don't know. Yeah, open up the fresh adapter kit, and it does have all the stuff that it is missing. Well, I don't know if this car has a horn or the wire in here. Hopefully it does. Try to get that horn working. Bruh, I took them hoes off with my hand, and this shit, oh my God. Usually you gotta hit this hoe with an impact. That bitch be on there. Something might not be sitting right in here. No, look alright. Maybe. I don't know if this is set right, but it's already on there, so I don't know if it's clocked the right way. It looks like it, but look, we do have horn action. Y'all see that? It actually works. So hopefully we could get it working. All right, we got our wire and our spring hooked up. The faux show, hell yeah. We had a little boo-boo while we was putting this on. Y'all can see that little thing broke. That kind of, I don't know if it'll focus. It's just a little dry rot. It's all right. But that little tab was holding everything in place. That's just gonna be a little bit more difficult putting it in. But we should be straight. That's just old age, baby. All right. Man, hopefully that socket fits in there. Alright, time for the horn button. Nah, this is gonna be a little tricky. Yeah, I know this goes here, but you see, the same spring compresses that way, but also helps keep it this way. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. If y'all see them little tabs, they pop in there, slide, so this should be popped out. That way when you hit the horn button, it'll work. Let me see if I can do this without honking up a storm. All right, there we go, success. Uh-oh, oh, there it goes. So it does work. Grip and grain, baby. Woo. Looks good in there, for sure. Alright, shit, before it get too goddamn hot on my ass, and right now I got a few minutes. One other thing I have to do to this car before I get out of here is fix that bottom ball joint. I changed out that top one. I guess whoever had it before must have hit a hellacious curb, or it might have even got into a nice little wreck over here or something, because both the ball joints was messed up. Let me pop this wheel off. Ooh, cocked up on tray. I'm gonna take a picture and tell Milo Photoshop the jack up out of there. Alright, so I was about to start tearing into it so I could take that bottom arm off. But I don't know if y'all can notice right here. I seen that right there, and then I try to move the ball joint. Now, don't get me wrong, the ball joint's old, it's good to replace it, but that shit is not moving out of socket. And then I looked up on the other side, man, this A-arm is bent. More bent than it should be, and that's why right here it's sitting like that. What it was they must have hit a hellacious pothole. To be honest with you, I mean, he need to replace all the suspension, all the bushings, all the ball joints, but he is gonna go hydraulics. So you know what? I was just gonna do the ball joint right now so he could drive it around, get the drivetrain going. But that ball joint ain't coming off. The only bad thing is it might just wear the tire on the inside because the alignment's just gonna be off. I would tell him to, usually I would be like, all right, let's switch the arm out, get it straight, get it right. But since he's going hydraulics, they're gonna reinforce them arms, extend them anyways. So you know what? I think it's a waste of money to change that ball joint now. Cause he needs to worry about the motor first, really. It's leaking up a storm. I think it's a good solid motor, don't get me wrong. I think he should keep this motor. I mean, pull it out, re-gasket it, see what it needs, and put it right back. It's that 307, I believe. It's shit. I drove it around just here. Sounds good. I might get it down the street, see how it feels. But I'm not gonna do that for him. I really don't have the time, and I'm not that good at it either. Oh, let me show y'all underneath right now that we got it jacked up. So actually, it's not that bad. It's not really rusty. It's full of oil. Maybe that's why it didn't rust. It got new exhaust. Shit, it's just smoking because all that shit's coming on that exhaust. But shit, it's not bad, dog. I was expecting to see hella rust. He don't need no floors or nothing. Well, since I ain't doing that, man, one thing that's been bugging me, it made no difference, but I hate all this goddamn overspray on the windows. Since we tinted it, you can notice it more. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape that off for him. It's just been bugging me. Not all of it came off, but it had a lot of white speckles, a lot of everything. So we'll watch this hole later for him. But shit. Well, you know what? Let's do a little tour of what it is. Like, I haven't this is the first time I really looked at it. That way I could suggest on the route he could take. But let's go ahead and show a little bit of everything, you know. Yep, like the engine compartment is definitely not clean, but it's all there. It could get cleaned up. I say he keep that motor. He said he had an LS when he first bought this car. He was gonna LS swap it, which shit, that's probably the way, honestly. But this motor ain't bad. He sold the LS. So I suggest he just pulls this all out, re-gaskets it. He said he had some transmission issues. I say get a new transmission, keep this motor, and just put it back, make it look nice, clean, just black. None, I wouldn't even worry about chroming it out or nothing. Just making it look clean, OG style. It's actually ain't got too much rust, this car. Now, it's gonna need everything, pretty much. I asked him if he was gonna keep the quarter top. It is a quarter top car. He said, yeah. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if he has this trim, and I don't know if he has this piece, but there is a lot of pieces in the trunk. We'll pop that open for you. I might turn this car around. But yeah, man, I think it's pretty solid. Yes, it needs everything. The grills, this looks cracked on the header panel. But man, you eventually got to touch everything anyway. So now the guts is tore up in this mud. That's why we decided to put the tint. Best thing in here is the steering wheel. It looked like they tried to do the suede thing in here. I don't know about them seats. If he wants to keep buckets, I'm gonna tell him to go look for some OG Cutlass buckets. I don't like that console either, but you know, it's his car at the end of the day. The back seats are in the trunk. I don't know if he has the door panels, and that bitch ain't got no headliner, so it's all good. Everything got to get new anyways. But you know, usually these hoes are starting to rust. This hoe's nice. It got a little bit on the door. Not bad though. Not bad at all. Shuts pretty good. Let me turn this thing around so we can see the funk in the trunk. Check out this funk in the trunk, baby. There's a lot of shit in here. Uh-oh. Is this the key? A little janky. Shout out to that Savage Hardy clothing coat. That's a cold ass keychain. So there we go. He does got the OG back seats. Don't know if those are the original. If the car, nah, they can't be because the dash is great. Ooh, whole bunch of trim. Okay, this all that is that hood trim. Looks to be like extra windshield trim, because that ain't the back ones. Okay, we got the rocker. Oh, it's this rocker. Alright. Cool. Bottom of the door panel. Oh, we got a top of the door panel. Alright, we got two. Oh yeah, this is a bracket, I think, for the spring. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted this, the piece I wanted to make sure he had. Yeah. That's that piece that go right here. Okay. Oh, watch out, cuz. He got a fuel line kit. Couple clamps. Shit, I always like looking. Oh, there goes the cruise control. So I guess that don't work. You don't need it. And then what type of amp he got? Oh, he got that inner fire, boy. Watch out, cuz. I found a trim that I wanted to put back on there. It just looks weird with like half of it. But this also gonna look weird. Cause yeah, I ain't gonna put it back. I was gonna put it back from just for right now, but nah, we'll just leave it like that. I had some extra time. It was a little slow, so I started digging even more into the trunk. I said, man, let me piece together this car. That way we know what we got, what we don't got. We do got all the quarter window trim. That's a good thing. We even got some extra non-vinyl top trim. Maybe the guy before him would try to have it. This is the only rocker trim that I found in the trunk. That goes right here. But we're missing some more rocker trim. Then I put together this door panel. It didn't have no door panel, if y'all remember. I slapped it together. Oh, I put the seals too on both sides. Yeah, he gonna have to look for some parts, but at least let's see what he got here. Let's kind of get it together. Oh, this piece. I wasn't gonna mess with it, but man, I got some time. I think I'm gonna throw it on there. I might even just spray paint it white real quick. Shit, gave the vacuum. They gave the vacuum a trunk. Gave the trunk a quick vacuum. Shit, wipe it down. It ain't too bad actually. Figure out what we gotta do with all these miscellaneous parts. Whatever can go back on the car, I'm gonna put back on the car, and whatever not, I'm just gonna put back up in the trunk.